7 reasons why your audience isn't buying in after your presentation, and 3 ways to fix it. You spend hours building your slides, writing bullets, finding images, shuffling the order. You're ready to rock. You fire up your laptop and launch your presentation. You want to excite your audience so they follow your new procedures, sign up for your program, or increase your budget. But halfway through, something's off. Your audience isn't responding how you wanted them to. No eyes lighting up, no leaning forward in their seats, no nodding in agreement. Instead, you see eyes glazed over like zombies, uncomfortable shuffling in their seats, and stifled yawns. They're checking the clock because they're ready to check out. You finish and return to your office. Your shoulders are tight. You have a pit in your stomach, and you feel emotionally drained. Sound familiar? Welcome to the club. I've been there. So has every manager, high potential, and VP across every business function. Onboarding, team meetings, executive board meetings. It's because of ineffective communication, and it's expensive. It costs 500 employee companies $6.25 million each year, according to a Grammarly-Harris poll. So what went wrong? Here are 7 reasons why your audience didn't buy in. Number 1, you're not speaking to their pain. Audiences don't care about you, your title, or what you've done until they understand how your presentation will solve their problems and benefit them. What's in it for them? Number 2, you're trying to change behavior using logic. Too many presentations try to persuade audiences using data and statistics. But here's the truth. We make decisions based on feelings, then back them up with logic. Number 3, your message isn't landing because the message is muddy. Disconnected, long-winded, or boring messages without a clear takeaway leave audiences confused about what's important, what action to take, and tempts them to check out, or worse, reach for their phones. Number 4, your delivery undercuts your message. We want to look confident, but then the nerves kick in, so we bottle energy and go stiff, or we burn energy, so we shift our weight, use filler words like ums, ahs, you knows, and gesture like a T-Rex. We don't inspire confidence because we don't look or sound confident. Number 5, you're not delivering it with a strong purpose. Data dumps and monotone communicate you don't think your material is important, so why should your audience? Remember, audiences mirror your energy and confidence. Number 6, you versus the slides. Overstuffed slides with too many bullets, words, and tables force your audience to choose between reading the slides and listening to you. They can't do both. And remember, they're not buying your slides. They're buying you. Number 7, you didn't prepare. Winging it to avoid sounding robotic leads to reading the slides because you're trying to remember what you wanted to say. So the audience thinks, this could have been an email or a Word doc. Too many presentations are data dumps in monotone, and they don't inspire audiences to buy in. So how do we fix this? Hi, my name is Rob Lynch, and I transform anxious speakers into confident communicators. Before I share my 3 tips, I want to share something that completely changed my perspective on leadership communication. My background is in public relations. I used to believe clients would buy in if I presented smart ideas, a strong argument, logical data, and I was confused when they didn't. I took acting and improv classes, and it changed how I delivered my message. And I still felt like something was missing, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Then I ran across the following tweet in 2019, and it struck me like lightning. I realized communication wasn't just an information exchange, it was an energy exchange. Am I strengthening the bond with my audience, maintaining the bond, or weakening the bond? This is why communication isn't a soft skill. It's the most valuable skill we have, especially as we increasingly rely on AI. My challenge to you is to change the temperature of the room, to raise your audience's energy through how you show up, react, and respond, to create stronger bonds through your communication. Here are 3 powerful ways to encourage your audience to buy in after your presentation. Number 1, Turn foggy ideas into crisp messages organized for influence. How? By crafting messages like a marketer. Marketers drive sales using persuasion. I shot a Dole Fruit Bowl commercial a couple years ago. I played a city dad who's camping in the country for the first time. I skip rocks on the lakefront and think I'm pretty awesome until my daughter shows off her superpower and skips a rock to the other side of the world. Thanks to Dole Fruit Bowls. Effective advertising understands their target audience, grabs their attention, connects with their emotions, and shows what life could look like. By using clear, concise, and compelling messages, strong imagery, and relevant stories. If you want your presentations to pop, tap into your audience's pain. What's keeping them up at night? Gain. What's your solution and how will it help? Transformation. How will it change their lives? This will help you connect emotionally with your audience, tailor the message to their needs, and make sure your message lands. For Dole, the pain may be worried about what your kids eat. The gain may be Dole Fruit Bowls unlock your kids' superpowers. The transformation may be you'll feel confident giving your kids healthy snacks. They'll feel empowered. They may even surprise you. What are the pains, gains, and transformations for your presentation? Number 2, turn dry lectures into engaging performances. How? Deliver presentations like a performer. What do Ronald Reagan, King George IV, Barack Obama, John F. Kennedy, and Margaret Thatcher all have in common? They all improve their communication skills by working with actors and directors because they understand how you say it matters. I'm an actor. Actors want something from the other characters in a scene. This is what creates drama and makes it compelling. Now, I'm not suggesting you turn your presentation into an adaptation of Hamlet. What I am suggesting is using the same technique actors use to make your presentation more engaging, compelling, and intentional. What do you want your audience to think, feel, and do? That's your goal. Pick a verb to guide how you deliver your presentation in pursuit of achieving it, like excite, inspire, reassure. This will help you align your body language, voice, and gesture so it communicates a uniform message. Emphasize words and what matters using pace, pitch, and pause, and evoke feelings to create stronger bonds. And if you really want buy-in, share relevant stories. 2001 was a terrible year. I was let go from my first job out of college, 9/11 happened, and my father passed away. I was lost and searching for a purpose. A colleague put up a one-off sketch show at Chicago's Comedy Enterprise, The Second City. As I was watching the show, I felt everything around me fade to black, and a thought shot through my brain. I need to do that. I signed up for improv classes and fell in love with it. I graduated from the Second City Conservatory. I studied at the Annoyance, I.O., and UCB. I took acting classes, performed in theater, and shot commercials. Improv changed my life. I felt more confident, collaborative, and creative. I was more present in life and in relationships, and it planted the seeds for electric presence. Sometimes the worst experiences lead to the greatest transformations, and a one-off event can change your life. Stories are relatable, universal, and capture and hold attention. Stories can influence behavior, decision-making, and inspire teams. And stories are memorable. Stories increase retention by 65 to 70% compared to 5 to 10% with statistics alone. The best presentations tell compelling stories because we're wired for stories. Number 3, turn nervous energy into electric presence. How? Communicate like a leader. I coach CEOs and company spokespeople on how to deliver key messages during reporter interviews. We don't just share information. Our goal is to manage the brand narrative, to encourage audiences to see the company in a positive light. So how do you want your audience to see you? That's your brand. Start communicating like a leader. But what if I'm nervous? Channel your inner Sasha Fierce. Who's that? Beyoncé's alter ego. Beyoncé created Sasha Fierce to deliver the best performances she can. She says, quote, "The moment right before, when you're nervous, then Sasha Fierce appears in my posture and the way I speak, and everything is different," end quote. Channel your inner Sasha Fierce to communicate with confidence. And prepare. Steve Jobs practiced keynotes 3 to 4 weeks in advance, refining his pace, voice, and gestures in front of a test audience until he knew the material cold. Prepare for the Q&A by anticipating difficult questions and preparing responses. Inspire confidence by communicating confidently. Craft presentations like a marketer. Deliver presentations like a performer. Communicate like a leader. Imagine walking into the room or Zoom feeling completely prepared. Messages dialed in, practice the delivery, anticipated difficult questions, and prepared responses. Your audience leans forward. Their eyes light up. You effortlessly answer questions and close with a powerful call to action. You feel like a celebrity. Stop treating communication as an information exchange and start treating it like an energy exchange. Develop your electric presence and become the leader who lights up the room, captures attention, and drives real action. And change the energy of your people from why we can't to why we can. Ready to transform your presentations and get the buy-in you deserve? Let's talk.